YouTube channel, throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We give you live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. Deliver those winners at professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. Damian Sosh with us, Jay Briggs, Tony Brown, Wayne will be signed in momentarily, Rod Zawacky as well. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. Briggs, Sosh, Brown, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, it's that time of the year, guys. It's all baseball here. Of course, it is Olympic gear, so Olympics will be coming up here on Friday. If my button works here. What happened here? My button got stuck when I hit Tony T. Here we go. There we go. Baseball here. We've got a 15-game card beginning in about a little more than a half an hour from now. So let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. Welcome in Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're bringing Jay in right now, ready to roll with the baseball coverage this afternoon. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Baseball tonight, interleague action. D-backs on the road here facing Royals. Royals $1.11, total of 9.
Hey, these are two teams in the mix right now trying to fight for playoff seeding. The Royals, I think they surprised some people by how well they played in the first half. Diamondbacks, the team that represented the National League in the World Series last year, well, they've been about 50-50 this season. The thing is, I'm expecting the Diamondbacks to kind of do what they did last year, which is similar to what they're doing, just kind of be in the mix. And then second half of the season is really where they turn it on, cut it on, and became the team that we know them to be. For the remainder of the season, man, I think in the grand scheme of things, I know the record-wise doesn't say it, I still believe the Diamondbacks are the better team, even though the Royals have more wins. I'm expecting a little regression in the Royals game, man. I think I'm going to have to roll with Arizona tonight at home at the crib behind Jordan Montgomery. I know Montgomery's numbers haven't been the best this season, but I trust him. And I think the Diamondbacks in a very winnable spot, still trying to fight to get back to the World Series or at least defend their National League title. Must-win game. I like them tonight. I'm going to take a shot at it.
All right, Jay here going to be on the Diamondbacks here I get the plus price here with Arizona against the Orioles. Of course, the Orioles took the first one of this series, put up some runs, and that's what Kansas City does at home is they can really hit the ball and produce runs.
Yeah, fading Kansas City in Kansas City really hasn't been all that fun. I understand that. But again, I think this is a fork in the road style series for the Diamondbacks, man. Alec Marsh is a guy that I typically like to fade in certain spots. I know his last outing he pitched well, kind of. But for the most part, Alec Marsh is a fade in my book. And even if the Royals do come out and produce some runs, I think the Diamondbacks will have to go with.
Yeah, no doubt. Marsh is the weak link here in this starting rotation. Talking about trade deadlines, Kansas City is something. It's a team we really don't talk about. They're usually sellers, and we can see if they maybe become buyers, right? We'll see how that rolls as KC putting together. Listen, this is a team that's 11 games over 500. That's right, 11 games over 500. It's hard to believe.
It is kind of hard to believe, man. They had an amazing first half of the season. I still think, though, in my heart, I believe they're a year away. I think next year is probably going to be the Royal season where we see them putting together a full season. I'm expecting some regression in their game the second half of the season. And I'm expecting some positive, regression for the Diamondbacks as they try to fight back. So it's just something's got to give here. And they're going to give me plus money with who I think is the better team, Arizona. Sign me up.
Now, go Arizona there. Of course, Bobby Witt, they signed up. They tied up for several years. Of course, for all you geek freaks out there, after yesterday's play, Bobby Witt is now number 1 in WAR in Major League Baseball. That's right, Bobby Witt. There has been an impressive year for him. But tonight, Jay is on the D-backs. D-backs playing well here on the road in a road spot where they performed well. Plus 101 against the Royals tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium for tonight's action. Of course, baseball on the board tonight will be like this for a while until we get to the Hall of Fame game. Of course, what do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium? You're having a great 2024.
Hey, man, dog days of summer, like Tony T was just alluding to. It's pretty much nothing but baseball. We got a few Olympic action. We had some WNBA action that'll be back soon. But for right now, man, it's mainly just baseball, and we're looking for the value every single day. Coming off a profitable winning day yesterday, I have 4 plays total. Only 3 are available at Pick Dogs Premium. You can get those 3 in a 3-pack, or you can get my top play over there at Pick Dogs Premium. That 4th place for people who have a longer term package. And speaking of longer term packages, hop on that Christmas and July special that I have right now, man. You get my entire year, every single sport, for one low price, man. And still in the Tony Brown lingo. I know he's on the show today. But for real, though, it's the best value in sports, man. You can't beat it. You get all my NBA. You already know what we do in the NBA. You already know. You get all of my baseball here in the dog days of summer. You get my NFL as well, which we were profitable in last season, college football, and everything else under the sun. So hop on that one low price right now for Christmas and July. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books.
That's right, guys. Christmas and July right now. 1 year all sports pass is greatly reduced, and you can also apply the promo code PICK. So big savings here, guys. $400, $500. You guys check out the price over there and get on board with that Jay with that 1 year pass. All of his premium plays from all the sports he handicaps. Great value right now. Perfect time to get on board Christmas in July. All right, Jay. As always, great having you on the show. We'll catch up with you again here on Thursday, but of course, we can always catch up with you on the morning shows.
Yes, sir. I can catch me tomorrow morning on the morning show. I think everybody be there tomorrow. It's be the first time in a minute. It should be me, Mitch, Chris, and Romanella. See if all four of us pop in. It's the summer, so you know things move. So we'll see if everybody's there tomorrow, and then I'll be hosting the weekend shows as per usual. So, that's what I got going on right now as we continue to try to make some money. Hey, right. Football though, right around the corner. Next week, hey.
Hall of Fame game coming up next week. That's where we're seeing some of the Hall of Fame teams already hitting training camp right now. And, of course, I've been telling Jay you ought to go out to Ventura. That was in Oaks. There's a Ventura, right? Ventura now, or Oxnard, where it's nice and cool right by the beach. Jay, you ought to go check out your Cowboys for a
I've never been, so it might be a good time to go see it.
It's a good time to see it. It's a good atmosphere. It's not hot. It's cold because right in Ventura. It's a nice area there in Oxnard, I should say. So it's a good. I've been there before. I was there when Dak Prescott's rookie year. I went there, and I was telling the coach, who was that coach there? I was telling him to start him over Romo because remember Dak Prescott was a cover machine he was a cover machine at Mississippi State. So me and Mitch loved Dak because he would run and cover the spreads for us as dogs back in his college days.
Yes, sir. Mississippi State.
Yep,
yes, sir.
Yep. He was great covering the big dog against the big teams too. Alabama, he would cover spreads. So I love the guy. So I went over there and I was cheering him on to beat out Romo, and he did.
Yeah, he eventually got him.
He got him. Well, Romo got hurt, didn't he? I don't know how. I think it did.
Yeah, he got hurt, but Romo came back, and they never gave Romo the reins back. So
that's right. Got him. Yeah, that's right. So you should go check it out. It's a pretty good experience. They do it well over there. They do it well. And you have different seating options. They have a nice VIP. It's not too expensive. We get up really close. You get up really close to the teams.
Yeah, check it out.
They got to check it out. All right, you have a great week. We'll catch up with you on Thursday.
Appreciate you, Tony T. I'll see you Thursday.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive through. All right, let's continue here on the show, guys. Hey, it's time for Chat Pick a Day. Tonight it's going to be. I never thought in the wildest dreams the Athletics would make the Chat Pick of the Day. I never thought in a million years this would happen, but I guess it's year 1 million. The Athletics are now on our Chat Pick of the Day. Astros Athletics. You like the Astros at the minus price? A, B for the Athletics, C for the over, D for the under. It's our Chat Pick of the Day here with the team. As I said, I'm very surprised that this team is even here on Chat Pick, but the way they're playing, man, hey, they deserve it. They deserve it. Even though I guess the owner can't finance a stadium, but that's another story. But let's continue here on the drive-through, and let's see if we get some of that. See if we can see what the first. Okay, we're getting a lot of B's in here. A lot of Athletics coming in here already, right off the bat. 2 Athletics already. Blake Kellyanne here on Oakland Athletics. Jay's in with Oakland. Justin's in with Oakland. We do have our first over here with Ramon in that one here. Yeah, y'all know who I'm on mound tomorrow. That's right, we do know. All right, let's continue on. The man you can count on is on tomorrow. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. We got up next here, we go to Damian Sosh. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're going to get some baseball. Continuing with the baseball coverage on the show today. That's all there is. The NBA Summer League's over. Somehow, some way, Miami was the Summer League champion. Let's bring him in. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Interleague action here. Red Sox and Rockies head-to-head here. Red Sox favored here, $1.48, total 11.5.
Yeah, Red Sox Rockies. You know, the Red Sox have really struggled coming out of the All-Star break here. They've lost all the games they played. And with the Rockies beating them yesterday, that makes it four losses in a row. The Rockies took game one of the series 9-8 in 12 innings yesterday. Now scoring runs for Boston here hasn't been a problem since the break. In their last 3 games, they scored a total of 22 runs. The problem's been the pitching. In those last 3 games, they've given up 25 runs, and tonight they're going to be turning to Cooper Criswell. And I'm really not sure that he's the answer here for Boston. On the season, he's 3-4 with a 4.50 ERA. But in his most recent outings, over his last 5 starts, he's just 1-3 and a 6.94 ERA. To make matters worse here for Boston, they're without closer Kenley Jansen, and that leaves them a man short in the bullpen. Jansen has a heart condition, so he did not make the trip here to Colorado for health concerns, and I guess they're not allowed to replace him, not allowed to call anybody up here for Boston. So they're a man short there in the bullpen, and that's going to make it tough because I believe that Colorado does get to Criswell and they do get into that bullpen. The Rockies, meanwhile, they're turning to Ty Blach, and he's really been less than stellar this year. He's been a starter for Colorado coming out of the bullpen, but as a starter, Blach has an ERA that's nearing 6. He comes in with an ERA of 5.83 as a starter. Now, we've seen Boston scoring plenty of runs here out of the break. I don't think Blach makes it very deep into this game. The Colorado has the worst bullpen in the majors. Bottom line, Tony, I think we're going to see a lot of runs from both teams tonight, and I'm going to play over the total.
All right, Damian says go over the total here. Red Sox and Rockies, of course, the time of the year, the conditions look to play, good for that. We're in late July now, and we're seeing 89 degrees here at game time, which, thin air and that hot weather means one thing, that ball could be flying out of there.
Yeah, we should see a lot of long balls in this one, Tony. Colorado, the ball's always flying out of there in that thin air. And with these guys on the mound, some porous bullpens here in Colorado especially, I think we're going to see a lot of runs.
Yep, and of course it's the Red Sox bullpen since the break. They had some injuries there as well, as Javon had mentioned earlier on Monday. Because he follows that team closely. They've had some injury in the bullpen. Now they've been stretched out a little bit, and they can't trying to find a win in this road trip.
Yeah, it's really been problems, and without Jansen there, without Jansen there, it makes it even thinner. So I believe they get into the bullpen. They just played an extra inning game last night. So these bullpens are really going to be stretched, and I believe they're going to see a lot of action tonight. Yeah,
it looks that way. The total's telling you something there. Over 11.5 Red Sox and Rockies tonight, 8:40 Eastern Time. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Print for tonight's action. Of course, Christmas in July, a 15-game card for Major League Baseball, set to start in about 20 minutes. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, I have a total of 3 Major League Baseball plays on the board tonight, Tony. You can get them all on my Major League Baseball triple play, or you can get my total of the day I have on sale for just $19. And you touched on the Christmas in July sale. I've got my yearly package up there with some huge savings. We were profitable in college football last year, the NFL last year, and it was the number 1 capper in 2023 for baseball. Things haven't gone as well as I'd like yet for baseball, but we're looking to turn things around here in this second half. So if you guys hook yourselves up with that, Christmas in July special, you get all that, and we'll definitely make some money.
That's right. Make some money here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dog Print. Now, Christmas in July is the way to roll, guys. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout will save you another 15% off. Right, Damian, as always, great having the show. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week. But, of course, we see Notre Dame behind there. Of course, summer camps, some of these summer camps, they don't get a whole lot of coverage because the NFL pretty much gets 100% of the summer coverage. But what can you tell us a little about Notre Dame coming into the season, of course, now with this expanded 12-team playoff?
Right, yeah, I'm looking forward to the season as always. Might be a little bit of a homer, but they should be really good this year. I mean, I know they're new quarterback. I believe their schedule is a little bit on the easy side from scheduled in the past. This first game against Texas A&M is the one that kind of scares me the most. Texas A&M is always a tough place to play. First game of the season, you never know what can happen. A lot of new wide receivers there for the Irish. Their defense should be very good. They're returning Xavier Watts. He was All-American last year. Benjamin Morrison on the corner. They should be very good on defense. Linebackers should be a year more in Golden System. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I know they lost Audric Estime there to the draft, but Jeremiah Love is something special. I think we're going to see a treat here with them running the football, and I can't wait.
Can't wait indeed. Of course, we made more excited here with this 12-team playoff and all the position jockeying.
Yes.
Of course, Notre Dame's tough schedule always plays a factor. May not be a loser now. Of course, they're playing that ACC schedule now. So see how that works out with all the shuffling in there. All right, Damian, have a great night. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
We got Damian Sosh here on the drive to. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Chat pick of the day: Astros Athletics. You see it there. A for the Astros, B for Athletics. C over, D under. Chat pick of the day. Right now, it is 4 on the Athletics, 2 for the Astros. Astros getting some support here right now of late. 2 going over the total there as these Athletics bats have been on fire right now. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Pretty soon they'll be called the Las Vegas A's, we think. Let's bring in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, we're talking about Tony Brown. You know, Raider fans are getting their season tickets at YouTube. A lot of them like to open up their season tickets on YouTube. That's been the going thing right now. So we'll bring him in right now. Tony Brown. We're set to roll here. Tony, what's happening?
Tony T, what's going on in LA?
Everything's going well, warm as usual, but we'll get through it. All right, here we go tonight. Major League Baseball will feature White Sox and Rangers. We see the Rangers favored $1.28, total of 7.
Yeah, I took the Rangers on the run line in this one. I mean, anytime you get a chance to get the White Sox on a decent price, you want to jump on it. I mean, when you talk about bad teams, Chicago is going into historically bad territory. Like one of the worst teams we ever seen. And it's not just the losing of games, because sometimes you can lose games and not be such a bad team. You just haven't got it together, or you can be a developing team or whatnot. But these guys are losing in every category. Like, they're bad on the road. They're bad at home. They rank near the bottom of the league in hits per game. They rank at the bottom of the league in runs per game. They're on an 8-game losing streak overall. They've lost 8 straight coming into this one. 6 straight to Texas Rangers, 6 straight on the road. Like, there's just nothing you can say good about Chicago, and it's not just in this series or this game, it's for this season. So getting them at such a low price, I'm going to even gamble a little bit, take the Rangers on the run line. We get plus money now. We're talking about the defending World Series champs against the worst team in the league at home on a losing streak, and we can get plus money if we get them by 2 or more runs. That just seems too good to pass up, so we won't.
All right, Tony Brown now is going now run line here. Run line with Rangers and White Sox. So the run line, you lay the run in a half. You get return now. Turn that minus 128 into a plus 165 here when you go run line here. So that's the way Tony Brown's going here with run line in this one between the Rangers and the White Sox. Of course, Garrett Crochet is the pitcher going for Chicago. But when you look at Crochet, the team behind him is just 7-13.
Right, and I mean, he's 6-6, and like, sad to say, that's their ace. The team hasn't been showing him no love. In his last 3 starts, he's got 3 no decisions, so he hasn't lost the games himself. But Chicago, of course, is 0-3 in all 3 of those starts. So even if he can hold the Rangers at bay somewhat, Chicago's not going to be do anything offensively to help him out. Like I said, they last in runs and second to last in hits. So their offense won't be able to do anything. And I think the Rangers, even in a worst case scenario, held down by Chicago's ace, put up 2 runs, or 2 more runs than the White Sox will. So the run line is the best play, even because you figure if Chicago keeps this one close or wins, you know what I mean, you don't want to pay any juice losing to the worst team in baseball. So this one shouldn't be close. So I know the games aren't played on paper, but sometimes the stats can't be ignored. Take the Rangers to win this one in a blowout and get the plus money instead of paying money, laying the juice.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Rangers run line here. And, of course, you get the plus 165 here with this one. All right, Tony Brown. Of course, we'll bring up with your Dodgers. Of course, this is shaping up like last year, right? They get to the All-Star break underperforming. Here we go, following the break. The team's on a tear right now.
Right. We come out the break looking great. We're on a current game winning streak. And, you know what I mean, what more can you say about the Dodgers? Not to mention we get Clayton Kershaw back for his first start after the stint. And, I mean, the Dodgers are just a fortunate team, man. We're really, really good. We have all these great players. We just haven't been able to catch the breaks as of late. I mean, I can't complain. There's teams that's gone years and decades without a World Series, years removed from one. But I just think our main issue with the LA, and this is with any team in pro sports really, is health. If you can't stay healthy, you really just don't have a shot. The best thing you can do for your team is be there. So if the Dodgers stay healthy down the stretch, we're going to be a team no matter who you are.
Yeah, so waiting for Mookie and waiting for Muncy to get back. Two big bats in the lineup, but they seem to get it going here now. Tuskar has been really hitting some big clutches. Some of and another guy that coming off the bench as well. But Tuskar has been hitting the ball well.
Yeah, I can't say enough about that guy. We picked him to get that home run derby. We got 12-1 on that. That was pretty good. And then since then, he's been on a tear. He's just been tearing us. You know what I mean? Clutches for the Dodgers, winning RBI last night. 3 for 4, not just when it's been like solid at the plate, getting everything we need. No doubt we need Mookie Betts. We still need Max Muncy. I don't want to go crazy and say, that's fine without him, but that's until then.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Vargas has been one. We thought Alman would be the guy, but he got sent to OKC to bring in Vargas, and they got the job done there. All right, for the show, Tony Brown, Rangers run line in this one. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, baseball on the board, but it's Christmas in July with that 1 year pass.
Yeah, I mean, this is your chance basically to get that VIP year for almost just 90 days. If you like to bet sports, if you plan on winning money betting sports this year, you literally can afford not to grab the pass. You know what I mean? We don't win every single night, every single day, but we win, then we lose. We turn way more. And if you get that short with the playoffs, with the championships, upselling. So you get the VIP pass for a year with the Christmas and July special and the codes and stuff like that. You seriously can't afford not to get the money, and that's fine with me. I don't want your month of bookies money. So you grab this pass for as low price as you can. Jump on, and I mean, if you love betting, made that money back alone. The pass money, number one capper on the NFL on this site. Bet football, nobody made more money than me last year. You can get the pass for that alone, as long as the baseball, as long as the NBA, NHL. So much value in that pass, and right now with the Christmas and July special, you literally can't afford not to grab it.
That's right, guys. You got Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Stream. See get that 1 year pass and use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Right, Tony. It's always great having you show. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again later in the week.
Right. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys later this week.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the drive to. Let's continue here on the show, guys. Chat pick of the day is Astros and Athletics. Get those picks coming in right now. It's Astros 5-2 over the Athletics, 2 to the over. I'm sorry, it is 4-2 Athletics over the Astros, I should say here, with 2 to the over. It's our chat pick of the day. Keep these picks coming in. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Up next, we've got Wayne Scott. If he's signed in, he is signed in. Okay, Wayne Scott is signed in. Just center your camera, Wayne. You're off camera again. You got to make sure you're looking in the center of the camera, because when I go to this shot, when you're with the odd screen, it's like you're hidden from the camera. So try to get your camera straight. We'll bring him in right now. You guys are over at Pick Dog Streaming. Let's get Wayne here again. His camera is not straight. You got to straighten up that camera there, Wayne. All right, let's get him in here, ready to roll here with the show, Wayne. That's not the right. That's not. We need you to be in the center of the screen. No, go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Other way. You need to be right. You need to be right above your name. Your face should be right above your name. Because when I go to the shot, the other way. Yeah, you need to be right. See where it says Wayne Scott? You should be right above. Yeah, just like that. Yep. Okay. Yep, that works. Okay, here we go. Wayne here on the drive-through. We're going to be looking here at the Brewers and Cubs tonight. We see this one close here. The Cubs $1.06, total 8.5.
Yes, sir. And probably about a month ago, the Cubs went on my do not bet list. Not a bad team. They've actually probably once I put them there, they actually strung together some good wins. They had a decent month. But anytime I see Ty Young on the mound as a favorite, I look the other way, and rightfully so this game. And Ty Young hasn't been bad. This has actually been one of his better seasons. But I think this line is indicative of the way Ty Young's played and Cubs being at home, and I just don't think that is enough for them to be favored here. Milwaukee has been the better team on the season. Milwaukee's playing 500 balls lately, but they're one of the best teams coming off a loss. We know they had a tough loss against this team yesterday. They're solid on the road. They're solid in game 2 after a loss. The Cubs only 4-9 in game 2 coming off a win. Rhea, he's not bad. And he's not great either, but he plays his best when he's on the road. Like I said, Brewers solid going against the division as well. Just like the Brewers here in this underdog spots, the Brewers have the better bats when it comes to batting right-handed pitching, much more consistent than the Cubs. The Brewers have the stronger bullpen. Now, in the last 10, the Cubs bullpen has stepped it up, but I'm talking about the totality of the season. Brewers have a stronger bullpen, stronger bats. This pitching matchup is a lot more even than the numbers may indicate. While Taillon's numbers do show that he's pitching better, Ray has more wins than the Brewers back Ray. As you know, some of those pitchers is like that. They might not be that good on paper, but the team backs them when it comes to bats and when it comes to a win total. With all that being said, I'm going to take the better team in my book as an underdog. Line's kind of moving that way, and I understand why in the Brewers.
All right, here we go with the Brewers. Hoskins is the one. News here on Rhys Hoskins is doubtful in this game, so we kind of seen a 20 cents move from the 24 to the $1.04 here, as we got some information here from an everyday player in the lineup. It's more, for this Milwaukee Brewer team. So let's see. It looks like it'll be Jake Bauers at first base here in this spot, and he gets a lot of DNPs. Obviously, behind Hoskins. So Hoskins is doubtful in this spot. And I think that's definitely going to be the reason here for the line. But again, the Cubs to me is a team, again, it's hard for me to trust them. They're such a weak-hitting team at home. Yeah, they have their spurts where they do well. They've been a terrible home favorite, losing about nearly 7 units. And, of course, the Brewers, they've really put up runs on the road here, plus 41 run differential on the road for the Brewers.
Yeah, Tony, you hit it right on the head of one of the reasons why it makes me struggle to back the Cubs. Their batting is very inconsistent, and even when you got a bad pitcher on the mound, they somehow find a way to maybe get a couple more runs than they normally get, but it's never really enough. Their pitching has been a little better this season. From their 4 starters that they normally put out there, but at the same time, when the bats don't back them, they just don't get it done. And you can just look at their how many units they've won on the season. It just doesn't compare to the Brewers. As you mentioned, home favorite role has not been a nice spot for them in the season. I really don't like it today again with Taillon on the mound.
All right, we got Wayne here on the Brewers here, laying the $1.24 here against the Cubs tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick.Print for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we got Major League Baseball, right? 15-game card, starts in about 5 minutes. Wayne's having a great year when you're at over 1,200 units of profit. What do you have going on over at Pick.Dollars Premium?
Yes, sir. As Tony mentioned, I've been rocking and rolling in baseball. Kind of off month, but I'm looking to get right the ship and get everything back going. I do have 3 plays tonight. I have them packaged up in 3-pack for you guys. I have my best bet out there. I've been rolling with my best bet, although, like I mentioned, just a kind of a rough month for me reading the card last year. As these guys have mentioned, Christmas in July, this will be the best time and to get our yearly package at the most discounted rate. So take advantage of that. You can grab my 3-pack or you can get my best bet as far as MLB for today.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Wayne Scott over at Pick.com. You see the great results from Wayne. Over 1,200 units of profit for 2024. Verify that. Go to Wayne's handicapper page. Pick history there. Verify all the numbers. Third party is hired for the odds, the scores, and the grading there, so you can check it out and get on board with the Christmas July promotion. Pick is a promo code for that 15% off. Right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. But, of course, we just completed the Summer League here. Of course, they crowned the Miami Heat the champions. Memphis gave a really good showing for themselves. What did you take, your take here from the Summer League?
There was a lot of talent, a lot of guys looking like they're going to be pushing for roster spots. These second year players are coming to play. I like the second year players from Miami and Memphis. So that was a great game yesterday. We saw Laravia, second year player, go off. Scottie Pippen Jr., GGG go off. We seen Jaquez go off for Miami in the summer league. A lot of second year players looking to show their worth. First year players contributing. And all in all, it was a pretty smooth summer league for the young players. Been keeping an eye on this Olympics as well. The friendlies, U.S. and Germany, with a monster game yesterday. Fire back and forth, and just looking for that to start up. And I'm also reviewing the odds in track too, man. I'm a big track guy. I love track. There's some great numbers on the 100, 200, men, women, so 400. As far as some people you can sprinkle some money on and actually make a good amount on. So I'm gonna be looking forward to sharing that with you too. August 2nd, I believe some of the meets start.
Yeah, I think there was a big upset in the women's 100 meters in one of the tournaments heading into the Olympics, right? Big long shot.
Yeah, most definitely. There's definitely money to be made, Tony. Track is one of them sports where you kind of need everything to go right. You train all year, but can slip up on the start or finish and lose by a tenth of a second, and plus 180 favorite could lose to a plus 400 person just in the blink of an eye. So it's just a lot that you can pay attention to and take advantage of when it comes to track.
Yeah, you can actually. There's a lot of betting options as far as the Olympics, as far as the track and field, because you can bet on medal count, most gold medals. Yep. There's a lot to go on there. Of course, I don't know if you looked at the strength of this track and field team. Usually, it's been dominated by the United States, the short distance runners, as well as some of the we look at the decathlon. That's always an event that everybody likes because they call that the world. What do they call it? The world's best athlete in the decathlon because of all the different meets there or the heats they go through in that as well. As far as long distance, I don't think the long distance has been the U.S. strength. Of course, when you get into marathon, some of the longer distance running.
Yeah, I'm not big on those longer distances. Anything past the 800, I do the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800. Anytime after 2 laps, when we get to the mile, 4 laps and plus, I kind of step back. But if there's money to be made, I do check it out. I like the hurdles too. There's a couple events that I'll be looking to sprinkle some money on and cash in pretty big. And like I said, I'll be sharing it with you. As far as the sprints, yes, U.S. Normally dominates, but over the last 10 years, you have to throw Jamaica in there. And even over the last 2 to 3 years, you got sprinters coming out of Great Britain and France, kind of in those areas, coming who have a good chance to at least place. I'm not gonna say first place, but at least place coming second or third. So you just gotta be careful and keep your eye out to who's hot.
That's right. Of course, the team events where they have the baton, right?
Yeah. The relays and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That great. USA normally eats that up, or Jamaica, but when it comes to the relays and the sprint relay, yeah, USA has been kind of smashing teams with that.
Yeah, so keep an eye on Wayne. Will keep an eye as well as in the track events. Bettable on some of the books out there, and of course keep an eye. Of course, Wayne will be covering a little bit basketball, but he'll also throw in some track events here. I don't know about the field, but he'll do track. If they run, he'll cover it, right?
Sure.
No shot put, no javelin, none of that stuff.
No, not unless I just pick up on something. But off top, just focusing on track right now, not the field as you mentioned.
Yeah, we'll leave the women's shot put to Brian Bittler. He likes women's shot put. So all right, have a great night, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Good luck with all your best today, and appreciate you for having me, Tony T. Take care.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the drive through. All right, let's continue on the show here. We were talking about shot put 4 years ago with Brian. I remember that. It was pretty funny. All right, he's a fan of women's shot put. All right, the chat pick of the day, Astros Athletics here. If you like the Astros, A, B for Athletics, C over, D under. Right now, it is knotted at 4 apiece here with Astros and Athletics. So the Astros have made a big comeback here in the chat pick of the day. 2 for the over, so keep these picks coming in. And we will cover the winner at the end of the show. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Up next, it's time to bring in Rod Zawacky in order to catch him at Pick Dog Stream. We'll bring him in right now, ready to roll. Major League Baseball coverage. Maybe we got some time to do a quick rundown here for the games not covered here on the drive-through. So we'll bring Rod in right now. If you can withstand the heat, because it's 100 degrees out there right now. Let's bring Rod. Rod, what's happening?
No, not too much, Tony. Like I said, you're not sweating so bad. It's,
Not so
you're getting
bad.
acclimatized to the heat. It's just been something like 10 days of this 90-plus heat. That is the hottest day of the year so far, where it's hit 37 Celsius, which equates to, it's only 99 point whatever they say, but it feels like 102. So
Yep.
it's hot here.
It certainly is.
And then
Yep.
it's what the smoky forest fires did not help either. So
No.
they just evacuated Jasper National Park last night, and you know how big that is. That's a big national park to be evacuating people. 11 hours that way or 14 hours another way to get out of the way of that forest fire. So hope everybody's safe in that.
That's right, absolutely. All right, here we go. Seattle Mariners, America's most unpredictable, inconsistent, least trusted team at home in Major League Baseball here. Hosted the Angels. Yes, the Angels somehow got the win yesterday. Of course, questionable pitching change, but you can't question that in these days anymore. This isn't the 70s or 80s when you can say, hey, they took them out in the 6th. Hey, everybody does that. Mariners here.
Everybody does that now.
Everybody does that now. $1.52, total 7.
Yeah, and you look at this one, the Mariners, definitely, you look at them before the All-Star break, and you go back a little bit, and they were leading the division, I think by quite a bit, too. 7, 8, 9-game lead on the division, and then just nosedive have these Mariners. And it continues, losing to the Angels in Game 1, and looking at this one, they're on the bump for the Angels. Soriano's going to get the start, and the last time he faced the Mariners, guess what? The Angels got a win, 2-1 in that one. Soriano looked good. You look on the road this season, he's 3-3 with a 3.09 ERA on the road this year has been Soriano. Logan Gilbert getting the start for the Mariners in this one. And at home, 2-3 with a 3.07 ERA. So coin flip. Should be a coin flip price to me here. So you look at the bullpens, almost dead even over the last 10. Angels 3.73 ERA with the Mariners 3.76 ERA. So like I said, coin flip in the bullpen. But the offense has been where it's been struggling for the Mariners to get hits. And if you're not getting hits, you're not going to get some runs, and that's not going to get you wins. You lose games 2-1, 3-1. And that's kind of what happens. The under has been insane craziness run for the Mariners. Tony knows it. He's been riding it for a while with the unders. Just keep taking the under, right? It's like
Carrying
the
poverty.
Angels over the last 5. Yeah, exactly. Because you look at the Mariners over their last 5, they're hitting a $1.57. A whole lot of runs over the last 5. And the Angels definitely hitting a little better. They're hitting 224 over their last 5. So this should be more a coin flip price. Angels are winners of 4 straight as a dog against the Mariners. Let's make it 5. Give us the Angels to win this one tonight.
Yep. Anytime you see the Mariners that price, it's always a coin flip. I mean, for a team that can hit 205 at home, guys, 205 at home, and you're going to lay $1.52 with Seattle.
Right? 205 at home. 205 at home? What? What?
That's some craziness indeed there. There's no doubt to me. There's no doubt to look at that Angels side. All right, we got right here for a while. Got some extra time, so let's take a look here at the card here. The game's not covered here on the drive-through. In progress, right? Cardinals and Pirates. It's Skeens Day. This one you can bet in game here. $1.73 now on the Pirates, total 7.5.
Yeah, this one in game. I think there was only one way to go with this one is take the under first 5. And, of course, you just got to keep riding Skeens. He's just been money so far to start his career. And I don't see that changing here. It's not like he had to work too hard through the All-Star break. He pitched 1 inning. I figured they might use him for 2, but nope, using him for 1. So he's be nice and rested coming into this one. Got to lean to Pittsburgh to snag another win over the Cardinals as they won it yesterday. So I would in-game Pittsburgh here right now.
All right, Skeens gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the first now. As you see there, middle of the first now, Pirates come into bat. All right, top of the first here, Orioles and Marlins head-to-head here. Orioles close about $1.65, total 8.5.
Yeah, and you look at this one here. This Baltimore team, they came out of the All-Star break hot. It did help that they get to face Texas, but I think coming here against the Marlins, only one way to go. I got to keep riding that hot bats. Don't trust Miami at home. I don't. I just don't like this spot here. I would go Baltimore extendo run line, as Jovan would say. Take it -2.5. I think they beat up on the Marlins here in this one tonight.
All right, looking for Orioles to take it over here. Tigers, hot Tigers, cold Guardians. Cold Guardians favorite $1.27. Top of the first, total 8.5.
Yeah, top of the first, guy on first already. 2 outs though. So Detroit trying to get things rolling. You know who's trying to get it rolling, and it's the Guardians. Speaking of bad hitting and not being able to hit a beach ball, it's been this Guardians team. They've definitely fallen off the map of being able to score runs. They were hitting the ball, and that offense was rolling early on in the season. Not now. It's cold, ice cold. Take the Tigers. Even in game, I look surprised. Give me the Tigers.
Tigers there batting top of the first in this one. Top of the first here, Padres and Nationals here. Nationals close favorite here, $1.14, total 9.5.
Yeah, Nationals favored for good reason. This Padres team, as we said, without Tatis, I think Tatis will be back. I say within the week. He's starting to. They found after his latest MRI that he's completely healed. So he's starting to rehab. I would say sometime maybe later this week we see Tatis back in the lineup for the Padres. And once he gets back in, then I would start riding the Padres. So they keep getting these numbers for the Padres. I think a streak of them winning with Tatis coming back. That's good news for the Padres because they definitely miss his bat in the lineup. But give me the Nationals in this one.
Yeah, they brought back Babyface Hurst from the minors. His advanced numbers aren't bad. His FIP isn't bad. It's just the ERA is ugly. We'll see how Babyface Hurst does here facing this Padres.
Well, he doesn't have to face Tatis, so
that's right.
That's good there.
That's right. That's good. As I said, his advanced numbers are pretty good. I'm surprised they sent him to the minors because, again, it's the advanced numbers. That's what got Paxton in trouble. Is that his advanced numbers were so bad despite a good, halfway decent ERA. But people are now looking at FIP. They're not looking at ERA.
At FIP, yeah,
that's
exactly
what they're looking at. All right, starting soon.
Used to look at was ERA before, and now the FIP has come into the equation a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. Subway Series not covered tonight on the show. Mets Yankees. Yankees favorite $1.46, total 9.
I would just go with the Yankees, and shout out to the betting tools. I think I've seen a betting streak on there. The Mets, 13 straight losses? Give me 1 second, it'll pop up. Mets, losses as a road underdog against the AL East. 12 straight. Give me the Yankees over the Mets.
There you go, Yankees over the Mets there, starting the top of the hour. Rays and Blue Jays here. Blue Jays favorite, although it's coming down a bit here. This one was much higher earlier. $1.24, total 8.5.
And I like the Yurfie in this one. We see Sean Armstrong going to get the start for the Rays in this one, and it's tough for him to get out of the first inning. He can get most of the time he gets hit hard. It's very rare that he hasn't given up a run in the first inning. For the Rays, tough spot here. I think we get a run in the first inning, but then after that, I think you get the pen after that, and I think Jose Barrios at home has a solid start. I like the under 8.5. Yurfie in the first inning, and the under 8.5. Rays, Blue Jays.
There you go from Rod. All right, here we continue here. Not covered on the show tonight is Reds and Braves. Braves big favorite $1.63, total 7.5.
Yeah, and with who's going to start for the Reds? Nick Martinez. Going to start for the Reds. Yeah, and it was with him on the mound. He hasn't been bad for the Reds. And the Reds got the Game 1 win. For some reason, the Reds are just like streaky bad, streaky good. They're either good and bad, and they're up and down. And with Martinez on the mound here in this one, he lost last time out, but he's solid. He hasn't been bad over his last 3, 1-0. with a 0 ERA, so he's given up no runs over his last few, but he only goes a couple innings. This is a bullpen game for the Reds, so following that Reds bullpen, we know what can happen after that, and the way Sale's been going, I kind of would have to lean to the Braves to bounce back in this game 2. Give me the Braves. Extendo. -2.5. I think Extendo Braves. -2.5.
Braves on the extendo from Rod Zawacky. Phillies at Twins here. Phillies up to $1.42, total of 8.
And yeah, no premium on this one for me. I had the Twins last night as my big play, so you know what? I think I lean right back to the Twins again. I tell this Phillies bullpen, their bullpen hasn't looked good, and the Twins took advantage again. Philly got up 2-0 in that game last night, and the Twins came around back and easily handled it 7-2. I think they could do it again. Too much plus price to do with that. Give us the Twins.
Twins, okay.
Because they're one of those teams that when they get hot and start winning games. Like the Reds.
they hit the ball well at home, and the Simmons Richardson for rookie performed pretty good.
He hasn't been bad. I bet you the Blue Jays wish they would have had him still in the lineup pitching, because they definitely could use some pitching help. The Blue Jays. So Simone Richardson's been a solid, bright spot for the Twins.
He certainly has. All right, we covered this game already, covered that one 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 already, but didn't cover this one. Giants and Dodgers here. Dodgers $1.47, total of 9.
And you know what? In this one, I think it's Hicks getting the start, right? Yeah, I think that's
Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, Jordan Hicks getting the start. Well, I think the whole
expected, still expected. Knack is confirmed. He's still expected. Yeah, expected. Yep.
Yeah, he's still going to start.
Yeah.
They gave him the All-Star break. They're going to give him one more shot at this whole starting of games, and it started off good for him. And those first few starts were looking good, like he was be able to service to come in and be a starter. Put it back in the bullpen. He's going to get rocked by the Dodgers tonight in this one. You're facing a Dodgers lineup that has plenty of guys that can crush you, that can definitely smack the ball out of the park. And I think the Dodgers take advantage of a Giants offense here with Hicks. And you look, I think the last time they've already faced them once. I think the Dodgers won by 2+ on that one, but I don't think you need to just take the money line. Dodgers win this one.
Yeah, I think the lines are finally getting right here with the Giants. Are a horrible road team. I mean, some of the odds that we've seen on them in Colorado, the first game yesterday, I couldn't believe how short these lines were. The Giants are horrible on the road.
Awful on the road, right? Yeah. It's like you don't want it to happen because they had that little run there where they did have that little streak where they were playing good on the road. But then they've just fallen off the map ever since. It's been awful. Nothing good. They kind of remind me of the Rockies over the last few seasons.
Yeah.
Giants on the road, fade the Giants on the road.
I mean, their pitching staff is giving up 270 hitting on the road. Their pitching staff that's horrible. I mean, that's bad. Today's baseball, giving up 270 batting is pretty bad. And that's
not good.
And that submariner, that guy from the bullpen, that submarine guy, this dude is just a gas can. I mean, I shake my head when I see him in there. I don't think I've seen that submarine guy, but he's not very good. All right, here we go, no. Rod's rundown here from baseball. Now it's time to take a look over at Pick Dog Print for tonight's action. Of course, we got plenty of baseball on the board tonight. We've got some of the games going. I think we still got about a dozen games still set to go. What do you have going over at Pick Dog Premium?
And over at Pick Dog Premium, I've got 5 plays I absolutely love at MLB. I had one go off the board, so give me a second. I'll reconstitute the package going for a couple games later. But my 10-star play of the day is still up there. We crushed it with the Twins, as I said, on Monday to start the week. 23-18 in the last 41 on it. Scoop it up. Join me. Let's crush another 10-star play of the day. But it's July, and as many of the cappers before me have said, this is that sale that will be gone before we know it. We're 8 days away from it, and it'll be gone. So just about a week left to scoop up Christmas in July, and that's the best deal going all year long that we have going at Pick Dogs. We are very serious, as Tony said, about making money betting sports. This is the pass you want. Jump aboard, use that promo code PICK at checkout, save 15% off. It's like getting 40% off the year pass. And that gets you every play that I release from now until this time next season.
That's right, guys. Get on board. 1 year all sports pal with the Rod Zawacky. He covers a lot of the major sports here over at Pick Dogs. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
You as well, Tony. And one quick play. Take Jason Hayward of the Dodgers to get a home run. He likes it's a 570 plus 575.
Wow.
I gave out Reese Hoskins was my pick earlier today for the thing, and of course we got the late news that he is out of the lineup. So everywhere that I shared was Reese Hoskins to get a home run here tonight, and he's not going to play. So put it on Jason Hayward. I think he crushes one for the Dodgers. One of those quiet guys, but his numbers state against this pitcher going against Hicks. He's hit Hicks for a home run before. His numbers against Hicks have been good. Take Hayward to crush a home run.
Hayward to crush a home run from a bonus there from Rod Zawacky. All right, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
You as well, Tony. Have yourself a good one, Pick Dogs fam. Let's get it. Get that money. Put it in our pocket. Get some more winners.
Absolutely.
Well, 4 days straight. Let's get it.
Let's do it. 4 in a row from Rod. Rod Zawacky here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. We'll get to recap in a second. Keep these chat picks coming in. It is Astros and Athletics, and right now it is all tied up at 4. It's side 2 for the over. It keeps still some time before we get to the recap to get those picks in on chat. Pick of the day. All right, let's continue on the Drive. We'll get to my pick, and then let's just get to the recap. Right, we're hitting the witching hour anyway, so let's get to it. All right, Jay was on Diamondbacks plus 101. Damian, Red Sox, Rockies over 11.5. Tony Brown, Rangers run line. Look at that big plus 165. Wayne on the Brewers, now it's 104. Ron on the Angels. I'll be on the Rays here at plus the 120. What I like the most, we'll go here with Wayne's selection now with the Brewers minus 104. Even with Hoskins out of the lineup, I don't trust that Cubs hitting lineup. Not a really good home favorite are these Chicago Cubs. We'll agree with Wayne on this one. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. We're still getting some more picks in. Another pick on the over here, so we're getting close here on these totals. So keep these chat pick of the day. Right now it's Astros and the Athletics sitting here tied at 4 apiece with 3 to the over here on chat picks. So let's get those picks in as we get here close to the recap here tonight. All right, let's get to my pick, guys. You know I like the Rays in this one tonight. Let's just get the chains moved here on this game so you guys can see the details of it. It will be the Rays and the Blue Jays, pretty much a fade at home. And Rays are a team that can show an improvement. Now this is a divisional game, right? So they're going to be focused here at this spot. We've got tonight Alexander here. Looks like he'll open this one against Berrios in this spot. But the Rays, they've won 6 of 9 against the Blue Jays. Again, the bats here for the Blue Jays, just 2.29 at home. Their bullpen and ERA over 5. Toronto Blue Jays at home have a minus 51 run differential. They lost 10 of 13 at home. Toronto's lost 9.5 units at home. Tampa Bay is a road dog, 15 and 15 to return about plus 2.3 units. We'll look at Tampa Bay here at plus the 120. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I've got on the board right now a best bet as well as a 3-pack right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also, Christmas in July, you can get my 1-year all sports pass discounted $300. Apply the pick promo code. That's another $150. So $450 applying the promo code off my 1-year all sports pass. So get on board with me over at Pick Dogs Premium. 1 year Christmas and July special. Get on board and use that promo code as well. All right, let's continue here on the Drive-Thru, guys. Right now, chat pick is on the over right now. The over now is taking the lead in this chat pick. 4 on Athletics, 4 on the Astros, 5 to the over. So this is your last call on the chat pick of the day to get those picks in. And we're about to close it up, and we'll close it right now. So today's chat pick of the day will be the over the total. So now it's time to put your show pick in the chat, and we'll get those rolling. That'll do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat place. We'll get our place for in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We're live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, here live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch and Jay. We should have Mitch in there as well, Ramelli tomorrow as well. Remember the video series here. We have Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. The betting tool show was first 5 as well. Roundtable discussions with the professionals. We also have Wayne with his boxing videos, Ron Ramelli with his baseball breakdown. We got Javon here with his parlay videos. Brad Francis first with his Nerfies, Yerfies, as well as his parlays. Kirk coming in with his soccer with Goran, as well as his totals, MLB totals there from Kirk. And, of course, against the public betting here with Dana Lane. Sharp Contrarian Angles here with Brian Bittler. All access with our man Big Al McMorty. All right, we got you covered there, guys. So make sure to like, subscribe, set those notifications, and get on board with these picks as they come when you're notified right away. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight. Wait, goodbye, guys. You guys have a great night. We'll catch